Hey, welcome back, guys. So we continue with our social website. All right, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and help the channel grow. And if you can help me out on Patreon, that'll be awesome. So let's continue with groups. Okay, so I noticed when we try to create a group here, we don't actually have the option to choose whether the group is public or private. So let's fix that in this video. Okay, so let's go to our text editor and I will just load in my my project here. Okay, there we go. So there is a create group that we are looking for. So this is create group. Okay, awesome. Now let's go to the part where there's a form here, and this is where the first input is. And so right about here we will put one more input. Let's put a break tag just in case, and then let's put an input. Actually, let's put a select so we can select there. Okay, so option like that, and then in here we'll put public or private. Let's try private. Let's duplicate that and let's put public. Okay, so we have two options there, and of course for us to be able to use this we need a name for this thing, and we're going to name it what is that, group type. Yes, group type, like so. All right, so let's go back and check if I refresh the page, and there we go. So that's not looking too great there. The first thing we need to do is add a break tag over here at the very end, and then let's look at the styles that we applied to the other ones so that we can try and apply the same thing. So here it looks like the so it looks like the styles are for the text area, or what's that, the text box, is it? Okay, so let's see here what we can salvage. So there's bar, there's text, there's a search box, text box. I don't see one that's talking about the input per se. So name, type, ID. Okay, so that one is text. So let's use the same ID. It's, because we are not really using the IDs for anything special, so we're just putting it there just for the styling. So I will refresh that, and there we go. Now I'll remove this and move it down there like so. Okay, so let's refresh and see what we've got. Okay, so there we go. So there's private there. Oh, what did I just do? Let me go back. Uh-oh, something is happening here. Yeah, so it's, if we look at the mouse button there, it looks like it's pressing. Okay, so I think there's a missing closing tag somewhere, so I definitely need to find that, because it seems it's making me click everywhere but there. So let me try and remove this for a second. Let's see if that's a fault. Yeah, so there's something going on here. So looking at this, the thing that says create group right here, this is a link. So I'm thinking there's probably no closing tag for this one, because everything looks like it's linking somewhere. So let me put this back and let's go where it says create group. Let me try and find an A tag anywhere. Let's come back here, A tag anywhere, and it doesn't look like there's an A tag anywhere. So this is very strange. So it seems just a minute here. This is confusing me. Okay, so what I need to find is an A tag somewhere that isn't closed. And the reason I know this is because this is underlined even though it's not a link. So, and then the mouse changes to a hand, which it should not, because it doesn't seem like there's an A tag anywhere here. So the only other explanation is that it's probably, the fault is probably in the header, because these are the only two segments that are here. So let's go into the header and see what we can find. So here I will go to the header. Where is that? Header right there. Okay, so what I'm looking for is an A tag that has no closing. So if I click on a tag like this, you see that it gets underlined briefly there, which means it does have an ending, so a closing version of it. So I'll click here, same thing, I click there, same thing, click there. Okay, so there's the ending, click there, it's underlined, click there, no underline. Okay, so finally we are here. So this is the culprit right here. So I should close this. So let me do that. And what has happened? I couldn't see. Okay, there we go. So we have our closing A tag. So let's see what happens now. Oh, finally, there we go. So now we have, okay, so we can select what we want to select. I don't even know why it shows this login here, because this is not supposed to be. So it's going to the else here on this if statement. So let me see, what is this? If is set user, it goes here, but it seems the user is not set on this particular page. Okay, that could be because we are not copying what the user info is here. So just a minute here. Let me go and try the profile.php for a second. So profile.php has this part where we include that, and then we do all this, and then we get user data, and then we go down here up to this point. So I think I need to copy that info to the create group at the very top here. Okay, so it seems include is there. So I will paste and replace, something like that, then refresh. Okay, there we go. That looks much better. Now we have notifications and everything there. Okay, pretty good. Now I don't want this to select private here, because I want the user to actually select something. So what I will do is I will come to but actually it's not a big deal. However, if you do want the user to be able to actually select something, it's a good idea to make the first option blank. That way the user is forced to select something, or they'll get an error saying please select, something like this. So that way they have to actually select something. But I think it's not a big deal, because they can easily change this private to public in the settings. So I think it's not a problem. So maybe let's start with public, because public is more inclusive. When you create a group, you want as many people as possible. So I think public should be at the beginning. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to go to the create group in the classes to make sure that we are including that as well. So group.php here, create group, and so there's a type right there. So now that we have it in here, we are going to extract it from data and say group underscore type, like so. Okay, so add slashes just to be sure, to be 100% almost sure. All right, so there we go. Owner, this one as well, just for security reasons. Actually, group name is more prone to hacking and more so than the user ID, but let's put this on all of these just for security reasons. Okay, so now I want to create two groups so that I can at least have two groups to work with. So let's try my second group, or let's see, maybe let's give it a name that actually fitting. Maybe we have a group for bird watching, something like this: bird watching public group create. Okay, so there we go. Call to undefined method group evaluate. And where is this undefined method? This one is in create group on line 31. So let's see why we're getting that error. So let's go back here, line 31. So where are we? Right there, group evaluate. So group is equal to new group. So why is it that we don't have, so maybe group isn't part of autoload, is it? But it should be. So let's see here, let's just confirm, and the group is right there. Okay, and then when I come here to group.php, there is create group as a function. So what exactly is going on here?